And so today I want to show you not only how you can have interactive tools. I keep pointing the wrong way. I admit it, I was pointing the wrong way. Interactive tools like this subscriber banner, and it's showing my latest subscribers. But I also could have something that would show our patrons, the latest patrons, or all of your patrons if you want. And you also can bring back something that, oh, MG, I am so, so happy that now we can even bring back a feature that YouTube had that I really, really loved. And they took it away, and that is the interactive polls. You can do those again too. And also, you can get tips with this. And this is a new feature which is in beta right now, but it is from an app that I've talked about here on the channel. Many live streamers know and love this tool, and it's StreamElements. But this new in beta tool that they have is called Mercury. Mercury. And here's the website right here. Of course, the link is in the description for you to sign up for Mercury. And it says that it's going to be a way to connect and engage and grow YouTube tools that uplift your audience engagement by an average of 60%. Start now. It's free forever. So this is really just a sign up page. And here's a little 46-second video that from like folks at StreamElements to just get you started. But I'm going to take you into the back end so you can get an idea of what those tools are like. And I do want to say hello, hello, and Happy New Year to Blind Guy, his wife, their life. Hey, I haven't heard from you since last year. Interactive polls. I'm here for it. Awesome, awesome. I am so glad you're here for it because I know that you have a very engaged audience. And so having those polls back is another way that not only when you're live, but even in your replays, you're going to be able to get that engagement. All right. And oh, look at that. Thank you so much. Free 99 cents is my favorite price. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is so cute. All right, so let me go back here, and I'm going to go to this scene first. All right, so before I show you how to set it up, I do want to show you how it looks. All right, so I'm going to go to my channel, but I'm not logged in. In fact, I'm logged in as another channel, so you can get an idea of what some of these interactive widgets look like. All right, so let's go back to screen share again. Okay, so of course I didn't set it up on this video, but I'm going to just take a look at, let's go to this video here. I'm pretty sure I set up some on here. Let me make sure that I have, okay, sorry. This particular channel has, has ads there. So let's just go down to the description. We don't even really need to look at the video. And so here's the poll. This video was talking about the Stream Deck XL. And here's the poll right here in the description. Do you have a Stream Deck? Yes or not yet. All right. So let's show you what happens when someone takes the poll and they answer. In this case, I'm just going to say not yet. And what happens is it comes here and it opens up a new window with my channel banner at the top. And you'll see the vote was lodged, and it says your vote for not yet has been registered. So that's pretty cool. I'll show you another widget that I've added with Mercury. And that's this widget right here, which is giving a rundown or a subscriber goal. And that'll all make sense once we go back into the back end and I show you how to set it up. All right. And oh, by the way, shout out to Harris Heller. He mentioned this casually in a video that he was a live stream that he did one day over this past weekend. And I said, oh my gosh, I cannot believe that, because I use StreamElements. I'm on their email list. I don't know why they never reached out and said, hey, we have this new tool that's called Mercury. And actually, I will put that up on screen. And hey, Patricia is here. Hello. What's Mercury? Something to use with YouTube. Yes, that's exactly what it is. You can use it with Twitch as well. And the link is in the description, but I'm going to try to grab that without making noise here in the background and put that into the comments here. And here's where you get it. It's free. They say it's free forever. And so let me put that on screen. Get Mercury at mercury.streamelements.com. And remember, it's in beta. So don't get mad if something doesn't work as you thought it should. And hey, by the way, while you're here, and thanks so much for being live, please give the video a thumbs up while you're here. And I also want to say hello to Denise, Jarrett. Hey, how are you? Happy New Year. All right, and let's see. I think I missed a comment here. I've been comparing StreamElements and Nightbot, but I was learning from leaning towards StreamElements. You're helping me with this golden info. Now, okay, I will give you my experience with Nightbot. I think Nightbot is cool, and it does have its advantages. And one of the things that Nightbot can do, and I've done a video about it here on the channel. I don't know if they made any updates since I did the video, but basically Nightbot is an automated bot that can post comments for you and things when you're live in your chat, right, on YouTube and on Twitch. All right. So it also can, if you have subscribers, especially on Twitch, it can give them certain messages and maybe give them certain permissions as well. And it can also be used to moderate your comments if you put in certain keywords. But Twitch has that kind of built in, but it may be also a little bit more helpful, give you a little bit extra moderation. However, from my experience of me watching other channels that had the Nightbot installed, and the way the automation is set up to to post comments and certain messages at a certain, that reminds me, I can do that from my Stream Deck here. Where's that little comment that I post? Oh, nope, didn't work. Okay. Yeah. Well, my little Stream Deck didn't post a comment that I wanted it to post, and I don't even remember what the comment was. But sometimes, as a viewer, the comments can get a little annoying because you set it on a timer. So that means, let's say, 3 minutes. So that means every 3 minutes it's posting the same comment over and over and over and over again. Or, it's just a little annoying. It just seems a little too automated. But it just all depends upon how active your channel is. And I know that you on your channel have a very active chat, so it may be very worthwhile. Just to clarify, Mercury is a feature of StreamElements, or is it a feature that works with StreamElements? Like StreamYard is a tool that works with YouTube. Okay, I'm glad you asked that because I probably do need to clarify. StreamElements has all kinds of tools and widgets that you can use when you're live on YouTube as well as on Twitch. I don't know if they also integrate with Facebook, but they may if you're a gamer. StreamElements has created a brand new website and a new service that doesn't interfere with all the other StreamElements things. And this is giving you extra added interaction and engagement features in this Mercury. So it's going to make even more sense once I go into the back end and show you how to set up these tools. First, let me give you a quick rundown. You can do the subscriber shout out, like I showed you here. And I happen to have mine vertical, but you can also do it horizontal. So it could be like a lower third across the bottom of the stream. I chose to do vertical. You also can not only give your YouTube subscribers shout outs, you also can give shout outs to your patrons from Patreon with the same type of, this is not really a widget. It's actually, it builds this animation. So this is an animation. It's actually a movie, but you can also download it in another file format as well. All right. You can bring these polls into the comment section. Now, regular StreamElements doesn't interact with the comments. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. You can bring these polls into the description of your video. Regular StreamElements does not interact with the description of your video. This is really, really cool. And it was smart of them to keep them separate because they do separate things. All right, so let me just bring that down. Not that I don't want to keep giving shout outs to my new subscribers, but you know, and this new subscriber widget that I showed you is not real time, because if anybody subscribes right now, they won't show up on that because it was an animation that I downloaded prior to going live. So it's not going to be interactive. If you StreamElements probably has alerts and things that go off during the stream that will show you new activity. Okay, so hey, Miss Felicia, how are you? Hey, this seems like a great feature that will make the stream easier to manage. Yes, it is also going to make your descriptions a little bit more robust, because and I think it's going to take a little of you getting used to what all the features are before we see like what are all the real benefits of using this. Okay, so in order for me to show you guys the back end, I'm going to be a little clunky because I'm going to do a screen share, and then I need to change what's being shared. So hang on un momento, because remember I was on a different channel to show you how it worked. So now I need to go back into my channel, and I wasn't intending to do that. Yeah, that's not a good look. I told you it was going to be a little clunky, didn't I? I warned you. So let me just go back to my main camera. That'll help. All right. And let's see, do I have this scene locked? Yep, I do. So let's go back to this screen share scene. Okay, whew, it worked. All right. Okay, so when you log in with your YouTube channel, and it's going to give you some basic statistics. All right. So this here is the dashboard. All right. So hopefully you kind of are keeping up with this stuff on the YouTube side, but just to show you some of the widgets that are there, but that's not what we're really going to talk about today. All right. We should be doing that on YouTube Studio anyway. So now let's get started. We're going to go to my videos. So here it has a list. Now let's see what happens if I say import new videos. Is it going to import this live stream that's happening live right now? I don't think so, but that's okay. So here was my last video, and here you can see, let me make it bigger. Make sure I make it bigger. Oh, I'm sorry if I'm missing a comment over here. Hello, how are you? And Happy New Year. Satyam, great to see you, dear. All right, so let me make sure I can see what you guys are seeing. And I see, first of all, I'm in the way. So let me move myself over. All right, so you can see on this video, it says I have 2 widgets. So let's click on there and see what those widgets are. The 2 widgets that I added were a subscriber goal, because right now I have 11,700 and I set my goal as 12,000. And then I also added a link to my Patreon. All right, so let's just really quickly go over here and see what that looks like. I think I got it muted. Yay! I got it muted. All right, so let's scroll down to the description. And you'll see here's this. This is where I add. Oh no, I didn't add a link to my Patreon. I added a shout out to my latest Patreon supporter, Stacy Adams. Shout out to Stacy. Thank you, my dear. And then here is that subscriber goal, 97%. I have 11,700 and my goal is 12,000. Okay, so let's see if you have any questions so far. Okay, looks like I was sharing the right thing. Yay! Okay, as a matter of fact, I think I can just make that a little bit wider here. All right. So now let's go back over and see how you would set up one of these widgets. For this, I'm going to just go back to the regular screen size here. So it's like 110%. All right, so here's all the widgets that you can add. And I'm hovering over the little pencil on the right-hand side that says Edit Dynamic Widgets. And over here is a list of all the widgets that you can add. I could add a Team Seas or a Team Trees total. And those are 2 initiatives from a lot of YouTubers headed up by Mr. Beast and a few other YouTube giants. I can add my channel goals, which you saw that I added. All right, I already have it added there, right here. All right, I'm going to take it out so you can see what it looks like. If I say I want to add a subscriber goal, see a little widget popped up there. And I can set the goal. I could change that. I could make it 15,000 instead of 12. All right. And then I can just add that in there. Now it added it because I wasn't careful about where my cursor was. It added it right at the front. I don't want it to do that. Okay. I want to be careful and notice where my cursor is placed. Right. So you see my cursor is here now. Let me make sure I'm not hiding this. Okay, good. I'm not. And so now we'll go back and put subscriber goal. I'll just leave it at 12,000 since you guys already saw how it worked. All right, so see, it placed it right there. Now, after I do that, I have to make sure I say save changes. Very important to say save changes. Okay, so now, here's one that I haven't added any to. This is a video when my friend James Hicks from Hicks New Media had me on his channel. So I'm going to add a dynamic widget. And here's the other things that I can add besides the channel goals or subscriber goal, a Patreon supporters goal. If I have a Discord server, I could add that. These are just links. So I could add a subscriber link, a tipping link, a Patreon link. Spotlights. Here's the newest subscriber. So if someone, the last person that subscribed to my channel was Marzen Gamboa. Shout out to Marzen. If I had people tipping me, I could add latest tippers. My latest Patreon supporter, which you saw earlier, was Stacy. So I will add that widget here. So now, here is the polls. Yay! I know a blind guy, his wife, their life wanted to see the poll. So let's just add a poll. And so, and this, I was talking about Twitter. So I'm just going to say, how many times do you tweet per day? I probably wouldn't ask this question, but just for purposes of demonstration, I'll say once, and then I'll say more than once. And that's it. I've added the poll, but not until I say apply to video. Very, very cool. Don't you agree? Now, I just want to make sure you guys are all seeing this. Hello, hello, my dear video for bosses. Hey now. You would love to have this on your channel. Make sure, since you got here late, I'll just remind you, it's Mercury, and I already posted it in the chat. It's a free service from the folks at StreamElements. So I'll put that back up on screen, and it's mercury.streamelements.com. All right, give shout outs to your subscribers, your patrons. Okay, and so here we go. Let's go to this next question here. I want to be a patron, but I'm too lazy to go to your description. Can we set StreamElements to auto drop or membership options into our chat? You can do that with StreamElements, but remember, this is Mercury. So StreamElements or Nightbot, you can set those up. And there's actually a couple other bots that you can set up, but I'm just going to put mine in here. Patreon.com/Eileen. Like, what else would it be? Okay. So that's the difference, Laquita and Corey. That's the difference between StreamElements and what I'm showing you here with Mercury, so that you can have Nightbot or StreamElements at intervals that you would determine. In fact, let me come into a different scene here just for a minute. At intervals that you would determine, it would post it into the chat for you. So it would be like, let's just say you wanted to say, be sure to subscribe on Patreon, or our patron perks are really cool, whatever you want to say, right? And so this is what I would do to make it less annoying. All right. I would have that post, because I know that you're using StreamYard, right? So I would have that post in the chat only one time per video, because you can always go back. You can make it a favorite in StreamYard, right? And you can always go back and put it up on screen later on and let people know the link is in the description of the video, right? And then you also have it on screen. That way it doesn't get annoying. But if you tell it to do it on like 4-minute, 3-minute intervals, then for me as a viewer, or let's just say I'm already your patron, then every 4 minutes your bot is saying, become a patron. You know, a few more comments coming, become a patron. And it's kind of, to me, it's kind of annoying, but it's all up to you. It's your personal. I'm not going to say, this is what you should do. No, I'm just telling you how I feel about it. Your audience may not care. They may think it's wonderful. Okay? So we can connect StreamElements to our different accounts, YouTube, Patreon, BMAC, not BMAC, as far as I know, not unless they changed it. I stopped using those bots because of these podcasts. Nope. YouTube, Patreon, what's the other? Twitch. Not BMAC. Not going to show up, and there's no connection to BMAC and StreamElements. No connection to podcasts. But what you can do is, and it auto updates your latest subscribers and contributors. It would auto update, well, no, it's not going to auto update your subscribers, because as I mentioned, and I didn't show you how to create the shout out thing yet. I'm getting ready to show you that right now. It doesn't automatically update. It will, when you generate the widget, I'll call it an animation. When you generate the animation, which I'm getting ready to show you right now, it's static. So I generated one, the one that I'm going to show, put on screen right now. I generated this morning. So it's updated with my last 25 subscribers. Now, hopefully, tonight I'll get more subscribers. I will have to go in to Mercury and generate this again so that the list can be updated. Okay? Hope that helps. Now, StreamElements may have an alert, not on Mercury, StreamElements, because their thing is to have alerts that generate, right? And that they may have an alert that will shout out your new subscriber, but it's not going to be Buy Me a Coffee. Buy Me a Coffee has their own widget and they don't integrate with StreamElements. Not that I'm aware of. If that's changed, somebody's got to let me know, because Buy Me a Coffee doesn't, like when you're in your Buy Me a Coffee, it does not show that there's any integration with StreamElements or any other service. It just generates a widget that we can bring into Ecamm. Can't do it with StreamYard. You can do it with OBS or Ecamm, so that an alert pops up every time somebody buys you a coffee. And of course, y'all know I got a video about that. I'll make sure I put a link here if you want to watch that video. And I will leave a link in the description about how to set up the Buy Me a Coffee widget. Totally separate. So, you can have a bunch of widgets. It's perfectly fine. Like I could have my Buy Me a Coffee widget displaying right now. I just don't, especially since I'm talking about a different service. But I think it's very important because you're asking a really vital question. Now, podcast subscribers, I don't know anywhere you can get a list of your podcast subscribers. As far as I know, that's virtually impossible. If podcast subscribers tell you that they subscribe, somehow they reach out to you on Twitter, or they leave you a comment, they leave you a review, they leave you a voicemail. I think it's always, for podcasters, I think it's always super duper important for you to have a way that people can leave you a voicemail, because remember, they're listening to your voice. They probably also want to share their voice. And so I can show you what I have over on the Anchor Show. If you go to the Anchor Show, you'll see there's a little microphone icon on the left. I'm sorry, it's on the right. And I know it looks like it's on the left. That's because my camera's flipped. That's why I get confused about which way to point sometimes. Anyway, it's and I'm not going to screen share that right now but I will put up the link for you to go check it out. And it's basically the anchorshow.com, where you can see that there is a little microphone that people can click on if they want to leave me a voicemail. Anchor has that tool built in as well. Send me a message. I used to use a tool called SpeakPipe, and I still have my SpeakPipe page, and it's probably linked in a lot of different places. It's just that now this service that I'm using for the Anchor Show has it built in, so I use that one instead of using the SpeakPipe. But SpeakPipe is a great one. I use for years and years and years. I have literally hundreds of messages in SpeakPipe. Not all about podcasting, though, however. Some of people asking me for favors. So there you go. Okay. Thank you so much. It helps. Plus, I'll dig into the details. I opened the link you dropped for this Mercury service. Okay. Yeah, so next I'm going to show you how to set up the shout out. And what they call it is the shout out studio. So let's see. Hopefully I can bring up the right screen share. Yay! Okay. So right behind me, which you can't see, so I'll move myself down. Over on the left hand navigation, you'll see that you can create templates, and we'll go back to that because I think the shout out studio is more important right now. And so we're going to go into the shout out studio. So, what is the shout out studio? Here we go. Let's pretend we're going to create a new shout out. So, I'm just going to go off screen right now so you can see what this looks like. So if I wanted to, as I mentioned earlier, I could have had the banner go across the bottom of the screen instead of vertical. So over here, you see here's the design choices. I could have it as a scroller or as a side scroll. And you saw earlier how I decided to pick the side scroll. All right. The fans. So I said the number of names, I said 25. I think 25 was the max. Oh no, I could have had more than 25, which I'm sorry. Oh, here it says the highest number is 500. You guys probably can't see that. And then this one says here, shout out 3 subscribers, which I didn't want to do. I wanted more. So I think because I chose the vertical one, I was able to get more in there. All right, shout out to my subscribers, or I could say Patreon backers. All right, since my last video, since last week, since last month, or all. And I actually had to go to all in order to, that's probably what it was. Yeah, shout out to 35 subscribers. That's what it was. I had to go to all because my subscribers kind of slowed down, but that's okay. All right, so yeah. And I can change this. See, this says thanks to all my supporters, but I'd rather that it says thanks to all my subscribers, right? Because supporters to me, that would be Patreon. But you do you, boo boo, right? And here's the design. This is where you change the colors. All right, so let's just say I want it red. I would just if I wanted red, I would go this way and move that over. I don't really like the way the red one looks, so I probably wouldn't do red. Let's just do blue, since that's probably more common color that someone would use, right? And then I would also change the secondary color. So let's try that as like a pinky melony type color. All right, see, I think that goes too fast. So you can slow it down. See, here it says faster or slower. So I could slow it down. And probably 35 is too many. That's probably why I went with 25. Because 35, I mean, probably nobody's even going to read 25, but you want to slow it down so that it could be red. But remember, then you also have to save this. And you would give it a different name too, since I already have probably used that name. So I'm just going to say demo, right? And then save. And it doesn't save quickly. All right. So this is why you want to prepare this ahead of time. And look at who's here. Better Than Success is here saying, yo, yo, yo. Hey, Better Than Success. How are you? The wonderful and beautiful Nicole Purvey, or someone else from the team. And if it's someone else from the team, please let me know who you are. And Happy New Year, by the way. All right. So that's how okay. And then once you're done, you'll see here, this is going to be the listing. Oh, I'm sorry. That one didn't finish rendering yet. So let me go back to render, and then, I didn't actually render it yet. You get the opportunity to change the video quality, but I think 1080p is fine. You can put it on 1440, but it's not that serious. And you can also change it to 60 frames per second or 30. Really, folks, it's not that serious. Just leave it on 30 or 1080. Okay, so you can export it as a movie or as a WebM. Now, I do need to tell you that this is not going to work unless you're using a virtual camera. So this is not going to work on StreamYard unless you're using Ecamm Live as your virtual camera or OBS. And there's other virtual cameras. There's ManyCam and vMix, and I'm not going to go down that list because seriously, if you are really serious about this kind of stuff, you're probably using Ecamm if you're on a Mac, or you're using OBS. All right, there's others out there. I'm not saying that you're not serious if you're using one of the others, but all I can say is if you're on a Mac, just get Ecamm Live, and that link is in the description. Don't waste your time with anything else. Okay? That's all I'm going to say. And Michael is here. Michael, do you have your little puppy with you? Cuz you just said you're here. You didn't say if you had your doggy. I can't call his name right now, but all right. So let's just see. It's still rendering. Remember I told you it takes a while for it to render. But what happens is after it finishes rendering, let's go back to screen share and let's see if I can get my little pip back on there. Yeah, but that wasn't the way I had it set up. But at least I'm still back on here. Okay, so it's still in the process of rendering. Let's see. Sometimes if you refresh the screen, no, it's still only at 35%. But like I said, this is something that you do ahead of time before you go live so that you can add it to your software. All right. So let's see what we covered so far. We covered the fact that Mercury is a beta app from the folks at StreamElements. It's separate from the other StreamElements widgets and alerts that we as live streamers can use, especially on Twitch and YouTube. Of course, I've been talking all about YouTube today, but you could also use that on Twitch. It also integrates with, in addition to YouTube, it also integrates with Patreon and Discord. So if you have patrons, you can also give them a shout out and create a widget for them as well. And if you had a Discord server, you could do those things as well. I have a Discord server, but I don't use it, so I didn't connect it. And so if I export it as a movie, then I should be able to play the movie on StreamYard. You would be able to play the movie on StreamYard. However, you won't be able to overlay it as the way you see me doing it. It would just be like black bars on the side. No, actually, it would just be black bars on one side. Like it would be, that's why I say you can't really use it on StreamYard. You could, but it would look like this. But instead of having me in the background, it would be black. So, not a good look, unfortunately. So you would need a virtual camera. Now, if there's some kind of hack or way around that, I am all for it. And if I find out, I will come back and let you know, because I love StreamYard. All right. So I would love to find that there's a way to do that and make it look good. I don't know. I can't think of one. Maybe, I don't think this would work either, but maybe you could just play it as a video. It's going to be awkward. I would have to like really kind of think about experimenting with how it could look good on StreamYard, but it would be so many hoops that people would have to jump through. Not sure that it would be worth it. Okay. But what's really worth it for someone who's not using a virtual camera is to do um, the interactive widgets in your videos. So let's go back because I think that's something that we should really focus on because I didn't show you yet the templates. Because I think the templates, which I just really started exploring them myself this morning, I think the templates are really, really cool. So let's see if I can get that going here. All right. I'm not sure why I can't get back to the other screen share that I had. I mean, the other picture in picture of me. But let's go into the templates now. So how you would do that, make me a little bit bigger, I think. How you would do that is to go into on the left hand side here. Let me make sure I'm not covering it up. It says templates. And so I'm going to create, I have a couple of them already created, but I'm going to create a new template. So in this template, already have, most of us already have our own standard default template that we use on YouTube. All right. So this I would suggest using this only after the fact. This is not something that you do before you publish your YouTube video. So you've published your YouTube video. It has all your standard default template descriptions in there, right? Are you with me on that? Okay, I think you are. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not seeing anybody saying no, they're not with me. So I'm going to say you're with me on that. All right. And just to make sure you're with me on that, I'm just going to go over and show you mine real quick. Let me go into my studio. And if you're not sure how to do that, you would just go into your YouTube studio and then over on the left-hand side, you're going to see settings. And then you would go into upload defaults. So here, I don't know why anybody would want to ever have an upload default title to their videos, but maybe you do. I never do because my videos are all different. But then in my description, I have, a link for people to subscribe, how to connect with me on my website, on my podcast, on my Buy Me a Coffee, on Twitter. And you also can give me tips on Twitter, like $5 tips, not like Twitter tips. Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter. I have my other Twitter account, which is Eileen. Tools to Succeed. So you have your things in here. And I got some of the styling of this from our friend Alec Johnson. Take one Take Tech here on YouTube. And I basically copied the format that he had and changed the colors of things and of course customized it to my own liking. All right. So so there's that. So now, oh, I should have left that up. I'm sorry. So now when I go into one of my videos, what I did was I went over to my videos that are really popular. Like, some of these videos are really old, but they're still like how to stream on Twitch without OBS. Want to guess how you do that? You use StreamYard or Ecamm. All right, my Facebook avatars. So these are my older ones, but I wanted to add something into the description. So I did. Let's just really quickly go in here and view it on YouTube. Just so you can, I'm going to scroll down to the description so you can see I added, because this has been my most popular video for 2.5 years now. So hey, this is a time when I'm going to add a poll. Are you on Twitch? And, I just want to see what people think about being on Twitch. And So now let's go back over to these templates. So this one template, I'm going to call this my poll sub poll. I really want to know if people are subscribing or if they're not subscribing. So the first thing I would do would be to put in a poll. All right. So have you subscribed? And the first, of course, would be, of course. And I don't want to give them the opportunity to say no. I'll give them the opportunity to say not yet, but I will soon. Okay. And you can add another one here. It all depends upon what your poll is. Okay. But that's my poll. But on the same thing, I also want to show them who is my newest subscriber. But it's only going to put that person's name there. So I'm going to say, shout out to my new subscriber. And I'll just put some little emoji there. So I'll use that one. Right? Remember, I got to be mindful of where my cursor is. And so then I'm going to put that. And so it's always going to fill in with that name. Same way I can do with the Patreon. So I'm going to say, my awesome patron on Patreon. And this time I'll use a different emoji. No, I'm not, because I don't feel like, scrubbing through. You guys know you can make it. Okay, my newest supporter, now it says a different name. So now it says Katie. Hey, Katie. All right, let me go in here because I can see I got a space that I want to take out. Or I could put another little emoji there, something get people's attention. Let's just use that one since that's one that's up at the top of my most frequently used. See, now that my cursor wasn't where I thought it should be. So anyway, you get the idea, right? So I saved this now as a template, and I see that there's a couple comments came in. So let me come back over here and say hello to Scott. Hey, so Skull Art Glass. Thank you so much for stopping by. Anybody need some amazing art glass done? Make sure you follow him. All right. And so I think I also missed this other comment from Pori and Lakita. Got it. You're saying whatever we typically have in our descriptions, then have that already there before adding the Mercury additions. Absolutely. Because you can't do it the other way. These widgets don't work they only work to update an existing video subscription. They don't work so you can have them there to be added to all of your videos. And not that I'm aware of. And that's something that they may change. Like later on, it could be because see you have the feedback. Because remember I told you it's in beta. So that may be something that they could find out if YouTube would let them do. Working with the API from YouTube. YouTube might say, yes, you can add these widgets to your default descriptions, because you can do that with TubeBuddy. You can create a default description with TubeBuddy, but TubeBuddy doesn't have these interactive widgets. Okay, TubeBuddy has wonderful tools, but it doesn't have these kinds of interactive widgets. All right, so now I know that I have a poll here, and it gives me like a little icon to tell me that this template is for subs, this template is for a poll, this one is for Patreon. Okay, so now here we go. Let's go back to my videos. I remember earlier I clicked on the import new video button, and it did still not bring in this live video that's live right now January the 2nd, 2022 at 11:20 a.m. So if you're watching this in the replay, yeah, it's probably there now. But anyway, so here's another thing that I wanted to tell you, Sarah. You've got this template now. You want to make sure that you add it to those old videos that are just evergreen and still bringing traffic to your. But if you got a lot of videos like me, like I have over 500 videos. Yeah, I'll say that one more time. I want to make sure that marinates. I have over 500 videos on this channel. Actually, this is 501 because I have 500 until today. Okay. So now how am I going to find that video in order to add that widget, that template that I just created? Here is a little filter button over here on the right hand side, and I can filter by date, but that's not going to get me past 3 months. I want an old video, so I would filter by playlist. So I would go in here and find, so I'm sure I have a playlist that is for Twitch or wherever that playlist is. I don't know. I already found it. Here it is right here. Twitch for non-gamers. So now there's only those videos for Twitch. So I've already done that on that most popular video. I added a widget. So now I can add one to, this is really the updated version of that video because StreamYard made it easier between the time when I created this video in July of 2019 and when I created this video in March of 2020, but people still go back to the old one. But now I will go in and I will add that interactive widget. I will add, and now not just the widget, I'm sorry, the template. Now I got to be conscious of where I'm putting it. And I see the word Periscope there. I'm actually going to change that, or Twitter Live. Since we're here, might as well get rid of the word Periscope. All right. Now I want to put my little template widget. I'm just going to put the one about super thanks because I forgot to talk about that one. I gave a little poll here. Have you ever given super thanks? In case you all who are watching did not know, you can give a super thanks on any of my videos. Doesn't have to be live. So super thanks is similar to a super chat, but it works on existing videos. So of the 500 videos, one of them has got to be your favorite. Go ahead and give me a super thanks. So let's not forget to say apply to video. Okay, so now it's there. So really what I wanted to show you here is this is how you would, instead of trying to search through this dashboard here, or this list of videos, which could just go on and on and on, you can filter them. And the easiest way to get to an old video, in my opinion, would be to go to playlists. And you could always just make a playlist just so you could find it. And, you know, here's a search by visibility, public, private, unlisted. I guess if you're using your unlisted videos for a membership site you have or something like that. But and don't ever use private videos unless it's just something you're working on with your team. You could make something private until it's all done and then make it public or unlisted. But private videos are not really for mass consumption at any point. Okay, wow. That was a lot. And I hope you guys were able to find something that you enjoyed about the whole idea of having these shout outs, polls. You also can add interactive content for tips if people can give you tips because StreamElements. Oh, I didn't show you my tip page. I can show you my tip page. One of the things you can do is add a tipping widget. So let's do that and add the tipping link to one of my videos, and I'm in the background doing this. So I'll show you how it looks, what it looks like. All right, let's take down our subscriber shout outs. Let's go to that video. It's a sound wave one. Thank you so much for, oh, speaking of super chats, thank you. Super chat $10 from Blind Guy, his wife, their life. Every new video you post is a favorite of mine. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you so very much. That is the sweetest thing for you to say. I really appreciate it. All right, so I added this widget to this video. I just want to look at it before I show you, because I think I did it wrong. But what you know what, you won't know. Yeah, I kind of did it wrong, because what I should have done, and I'm going to show you what I should have done. And I mentioned this earlier, and I forgot my own little tip to share with you. All right, so let's do it again. Screen share. All right, so we're in the area where you can add the widgets. All right, and so what I did was I went to tipping link, and I'm going to get it out of there right now. But I didn't add text to tell people what that link is. So I will, in fact, I would probably either put some emojis there, but for now I'm just going to use caps lock. And I'm just going to say, give me a tip. And then I'm going to put that tipping link there. And see, it's their little link, mercury.streamelements.com/my-name/3. I don't know why they assigned to me 3820/tip. All right, save changes. Okay, now go to the video. Let's come back off of this screen share. And that was the video about let your voice be heard. So I will open that up. And now it'll make a little bit more sense when I show it to you. Okay. Thanks for bearing with me. And so now you see it says, give me a tip. And there's that link, but I want you to see what that page looks like when people click on it. So it's your channel banner. And then liking my content. Now, this is something that I wrote a long time ago, but I'll show you how to do it. Show a little love and see your shout out in my video description. No, maybe, I don't know when I wrote that. But anyhow, then the person can, even though it says $1, but they can, of course, change it to $150. You know, then they have to put their name, and then when they pay with PayPal, would open up PayPal, and then they would have to fill out all the stuff for PayPal. Okay. Awesome sauce. Wow. All right. So here's the tipping settings. Now we're back over on Mercury. Remember, Mercury is in beta, and I'm going to move myself over to the other side of the screen. All right. So you can see here, just a real quick recap. Everything that's on the navigation of this is over on the left-hand side. So you've got your dashboard, my videos, my templates, shout out studio. I showed you how to use that. Now here's the tipping settings. And yeah, I guess at some point I did fill this out. Probably on the StreamElements side, I filled this out here. And, you know, but of course you can change this. I don't have to say liking my content, show a little love, blah, blah, blah. But I'm just going to leave it as it is for now. And then say thanks personally each time you get tipped. Acknowledge your supporter with a personalized message when they send you a tip. And it fills, this one says thank you for your support, and then it has the username. And view your tipping page, which we already viewed. Okay. OMG. I think that you will be just as excited for these little features as I am to go ahead and bring polls back. I know we can do polls on live stream. I could have pinned a poll into the chat here, but I just love that I also can add that into the description. And this also, pay attention, guys. This is important. This also lets you know if people are going to the descriptions of your videos. Because if they're not, you know what you need to do? Anybody have any ideas what you need to do if people aren't going to the description? Magma Raymaker, you're a very kind lady. Oh, thank you. You know what you need to do? You need to tell them in your videos. The link is in the description. You'll find all the links in the description. And I've got some goodies for you. I don't have a goodie for you today, but I'm just saying. I'm giving you guys some examples of things that you could say if you had a download. And you know what? I'll come up with something. So there will be a goodie in the link in the description below. Okay? But I know. Tell them to see the description. Thank you, Scott. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, wise one. Because I know that people go to the descriptions in my video. I'll start that sentence again. And the reason why I know is because I am an advocate of StreamYard, and you guys would not believe how many people click on my StreamYard link. I'm an advocate for Ecamm Live, and you really wouldn't believe how many people click on my Ecamm Live. No, you probably wouldn't believe how many people click on my StreamYard link. And they purchase. So that's one of my ways of making money through my content, is because I'm an affiliate, and you may even call me a super affiliate or an advocate for StreamYard, Ecamm Live, and I'm also an advocate for another product that I'm going to be telling you about coming up really soon, and that's Podpage, and that's the one for my podcast. And since you're still here, and we were talking about this earlier, I'm going to show you my the widget that I have over on the side of my page where people can leave me a voicemail. And this is over on the Anchor Show. And so since you're still here, I might as well show you that now. And I better get out of the way so you can see it. Over here on the right-hand side, you'll see that there's send a voicemail. And that opens up, and this is where somebody could just start recording. All right, of course, I'm not going to do it right now because I might break the internet, and I don't want to do that. And why would I leave myself a message? But I wanted you to see that. I want to make sure that you know that you always need to have a way for people to leave you a voicemail. And I'll show you another one that I have, which is my SpeakPipe. And, before I was using Podpage, I used SpeakPipe for years. And so I'll just go into that because I think this is important. Like, we want to get engagement. We want to get feedback from our audience, and we want to make it easy for them because they may not be as tech savvy as you are, because they may not watch this YouTube channel. Okay? So here's the SpeakPipe page, and I would always leave this as my contact. Now, like I said, now I'm using the Anchor Show, but here's the same thing. Someone can just got feedback or a question, use your mic or smartphone to leave an audio message for Miss Eileen. Now, I wrote that, all right? So then they would click on that, and then right now it's asking me to allow. And so I'm just going to test, but actually I'm going to delete. I'm just going to come out of there. I'm going to come back on camera so you don't see me delete that. How could I dare delete a message to Miss Eileen? Do we all have affiliate links for StreamYard, or is it something we request? You know what? If you're not in that affiliate program for StreamYard, you got to get on it, lady and gentlemen, because I know your audience will definitely take your advice, because the way your show is set up and the engagement that you get from your audience at this point, I'm going to say, to answer your question before I continue bragging about how wonderful you guys are, at this point, I would think that you do need to request it. But let me just go here and see where you would do it in your StreamYard, because I'm the one who asked them to bring in the affiliate program, so I never had to request it. I'm the one who said, you guys need an affiliate program. So let's see. Okay, there's a referrals link. So you can start with that right away. All right. So that's what I want you to do. All right. So I can't show you what it says in here because it looks like I'm a millionaire. If you look at my, I'm going to screen share so I can show you guys where to go. All right. Because this is super important, because I know you guys can make money off of this. All right. I'm going to screen share. Okay. So when you log into your StreamYard, over here where it says my account on the right, you're going to see referrals. Click that on, because that's going to give you your link. And you know, I want you to see this so bad that I'm actually going to log into my my daughter's account, so you can. No, I can't do that. Sorry, I can't log into my daughter's account because I'm on her team now, so I don't have. But I can't show you what it says there under mine, because it's just way too much. I don't want you to get false hopes, because I don't even get all that money it says in there. But what it has done, the referral program, it's not the same as an affiliate. I'm just saying, reach out to Dana, contact@streamyard.com about becoming an affiliate. But start off with the referral program, because even if they say, oh no, it's closed right now, or whatever they say, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what they're going to say, okay? But if your referral will also give you free, if your referrals actually get StreamYard, right? That's also going to give you free month on StreamYard. All right, so let me see exactly what the wording says over here. Invite your friends to StreamYard. They'll get $10 in credit once they spent $25 with us. You'll get $25 in credit. That's what it says on this referral page. And then it gives you a box where you can fill in your friend's email address. It also gives you a link. Copy your invite link. You can share it on Facebook, or you can share it on Twitter. Okay? So you start sharing that, you're going to get that $25 in credit. That's only going to go towards your StreamYard account, right? But if they start saying you get 5, 10, 15 referrals, they're going to let you in the affiliate program. Unless they might just let you in. I'm not sure, because I don't know the status of it right now. I don't know if it's still open for everybody. And also, you're not the only person that's listening to this right now, okay? So even though I think they're going to let you in, I don't know. Other people might be listening and might say, hey, she said we can all get in. No, I didn't say that. Because I'm not 100% sure. And it's not that I think that they do or don't. I just don't know. And so I don't want to give anybody false hopes. However, Everybody who's using StreamYard should go in there and get that referral link. That is open to everyone. Okay? Which will give you credits so that your StreamYard, if nothing else, your StreamYard will be free because you'll have so many credits. I hope that makes sense. I hope everybody, and just for anyone who isn't on StreamYard yet, what are you waiting for? Because all you got to do is go to eileen.link/StreamYard. You don't even have to go to the link in the description because I'm actually going to put it up on screen. ILEANE. Don't forget the A. ILEANE.link/StreamYard. Okay. But the reason why I brought that up is because what I was saying about these interactive things that you can put in your description is also going to give you an indication if people are going into your descriptions of your videos. And, make it juicy, make it enticing for them. You always want to tell them about other videos that they can watch that are related to the video that you are uploading, the video that they're currently watching, right? Like I can tell you, I have videos about StreamElements. I have videos about StreamYard. I have videos about just about everything we talked about today, Ecamm Live. And those links are in the description. Is there somewhere in StreamYard that you can do test shows before going live? Soap School, hey. Yes and no. In StreamYard, you can use record only. So you don't have to go live whenever you're getting ready to start up a broadcast inside of StreamYard. And I'll show you that. I love StreamYard so much, even though that was not the topic of today. It is perfectly fine because I could talk about StreamYard all day. StreamYard and Ecamm Live, I could talk about those two topics all day long, y'all. So let's go to the screen share. All right. Because I'm going to answer this question in detail. So when you go to create broadcast, so you're going to say new broadcast, but you're not going to choose any of your destinations. You're going to click record only. And you're just going to say test recording. Oh, you can put whatever title you want in there. You can call it A1, 2. All right. And you want to make sure this is where you do all these things like making sure that it's picking up the right mic, making sure that it's picking up, for me, I'm using an Ecamm virtual cam. If I wanted to, I could switch it to my FaceTime, and depending upon how many cameras you have, all that. Make sure your audio is picking up the right mic. See, these are the things you want to test. So this is why I'm taking the time to review these things with you, right? Then, your speaker echo cancellation, unless you're using headphones and mixers and all that good stuff, all right? And if you want to do the virtual background or the hotkeys, we're not going to go over those, right? So you go into the studio. All right, you add yourself to the stream. Well, I can't do that right now because I'm live streaming, right? So let's remove me. And then you go in here and you make sure your banners are all set up. You go in here and make sure it's pick the right branding, that the color, that's the color that's going to be. You do all of this stuff. And then you just record for 10 seconds or 10 minutes or however long it takes for you to get yourself together, because you can always delete it afterwards, right? But, let's go back. Because even without just doing a record only broadcast, you can, when you are creating a live stream for, let's just say YouTube, you set that privacy to private, and you make a test, and you got to put some characters in here. It won't let you start it. I'm just typing random, right? And then you create a broadcast. So now you created a live stream, but it's only private. Nobody else can see it. All right, so I'm going to stop my webcam. I'm going to go, I should have done that earlier, right? And so then I could go live. I don't have to use record only. I could go live just to see what it looks like on, but nobody else is going to see it because it's private. Facebook lets you do the same thing. You can always do a test or private. You just set the privacy of the video to private. And I'm not going to show you how to do that on Facebook right now, okay? Just because of time. Because I gave you multiple ways to do it. You can't figure it out on Facebook, just do what I just told you. Record only or do it on YouTube as private. Just make sure you change it to private. That's it. And then you can test all your stuff out. And then you can also, if you record it, then you also could share it with one of your friends to get feedback. How's my mic sound? Is my lighting okay? What do you think about this graphic that I made? Does that look good? All right. Oh, I love it when people call me brilliant. Well, actually, the StreamYard, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. I've never gone live to YouTube and want to do a dual YouTube and Facebook. I can test them both and then do both together. Hey, party over here. Live streaming party over here. All righty, Soap School. Yes. You can check that off of your New Year's resolution list, because I bet that's what you said to yourself when you were thinking, what am I going to do different in 2022? Oh boy, are you brilliant, Miss Eileen. Thank you. Thank you for that light bulb emoji. And it makes reminds me, I'll put your super chat back up there again too. Yes. Any other questions? Any other suggestions? What are the suggestions that you have or the thoughts that you have based on anything that we discussed today or anything else that's related to digital media? All right, because we talked about subscription, our subscription shout out. I'll do it one more time. And this is through the power of Ecamm Live. And so you can't see this, but what I can do in Ecamm Live, and I could show you, but it's since I know most of you guys don't have Ecamm Live, and the ones that do already know, I can make this little video, I can loop it, or I can tell it to, I can hide it. I have a little control here where I could stop it, I could pause it. See, I'm pausing it right here. Let's just say there was one subscriber here who I just really want to give Sally Waller. Oh my gosh, she's amazing. So I just want to pause it there so I could pause that. Ecamm Live is incredible. As much as I love StreamYard, if I ever had to choose, like I know somebody said something, which one would you choose between Ecamm and StreamYard? I'm like, I ain't choosing. No way you're going to get me to do that. I love them both. That's like asking somebody to choose between their kids. You love them both the same, or if you have more than two, right? You love them all the same. You don't have to choose. See, I can choose because I only have one daughter. If they say, who's your favorite child? Nicole? This is my only baby. Who's your favorite grandson? Joseph? All right, y'all tired of me being silly yet? Okay, all right, I think let's get some of your feedback. I will have to check out the Mercury widgets. I think they would be great for you, Scott, because, you, as the way you're doing your streams, even some of the other StreamElements widgets that will automate what's going on in the chat there. I think they could be used for video topics of what viewers want to see more of. That's a great idea for polls. And yeah, for polls, I'm so glad you said that, because you all have engaged audiences, right? And you can say, like, in fact, that's what I'm going to put as a poll in the description of this video. Because if you're watching this far, I know you want to answer my poll. I'm not going to say exactly what the poll is going to be yet, but along the lines of what Scott just said, it could be something related to what would you like to learn next? What's one of your burning questions that you have? You know, something along those lines. That's why I say I don't have it down to a science of what exactly I'm going to ask you in the poll. But please, 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 especially if you're watching this far into this video, check out the poll, okay? Because I really need to hear from you. And Laquita and Corey said, my suggestions are for everyone to study Mercury and implement it as they study. The time value, because its ease of use, is an amazing return on investment. Oh, yeah. I agree. And I love the fact that they created this tool, but I really wish that the folks at StreamElements would have spread the word, because I never got an email from them. I just so happened to be watching Harris Hiller. And if anybody isn't familiar with Harris, let me give him a shout out, because he actually has free music that you can use on your streams, from a service that's called Streambeats that he runs. But he's got a couple of channels, and he was a gamer, but now he does a whole lot more stuff. Like I said, Streambeats is his little baby there, and I'm saying his little baby because he also just had a baby. And so let me get to where I can screen share, and so you can see Harris. And his other channel is Alpha Gaming, but I just want you to see this one because this is the one that I actually saw him being live on. But he's got a bunch of content, and I don't even know which video it was now. Oh, maybe it was on the Alpha Gaming channel. I'm going to take you over there and show you that real quick. Oh, yep. That's exactly what it was. And already this video has 33,000 views. It's amazing. So Alpha Gaming, in fact, I'm just going to put this video link in the description here. I mean, in the chat here. And then that'll lead you to all his stuff. He mentioned it in his video. And I'll just say Alpha Gaming. That makes more sense for me to put that on screen. Okay. And this video wasn't even talking about StreamElements. He was talking about gear, right? And remember, I talked earlier about super thanks, and I actually gave him a super thanks on this video. See, right there, gave him a $10 super thanks. Oh, he replied. Oh, no. When I gave him the $10 super thanks, it only let me say thanks. So I added in Happy New Year's. Thanks for the heads up about Mercury. It's pretty dope. And so, no, he didn't respond to me yet, but he will, because he's responsive. He's very responsive. And so, yeah, this was a great video that he did. And so I want to give him a shout out, because, we are, none of us is an island, right? We all need each other. And if I learn something from somebody, there's no way I'm going to try to pretend like, oh, I just made this up. Oh, I just found this. No, I found it because I know people to follow that provide value. And I want y'all to follow that person too. Right? Okay. We live from a place of abundance. Right? You operate from abundance. One of my daughters, someone she interviewed the other night, said that people can reach out to him if they have questions, because she has a real estate business, and her channel's about real estate. And somebody said, can we call you or text you? He said, sure, because you can ask me anything you want, because we operate from abundance. It's plenty of resources out here, and there's a big enough pie for everybody to have a piece. right? Okay, so follow Alpha Gaming. He's amazing. And yeah, oh, that was really cool because at the end of the video just on the replay, look what came up on the end screen. This video. See where it says subscriber shout outs at the bottom left hand side? Yeah, that's this video that you guys are watching right now. Yay! That's cool. See what happens when you shout out um, one of your folks that you follow? You get mentioned at their end screen. All right. I want you all to have an amazing, amazing day, week, month, year. I just know it's like our best year ever. And we're going to come out of this on the positive side. And y'all know what I mean when I say this. I don't even want to say the words because I just want to breathe positivity into your spirit, into this video, and into your life. And so, with that said, I always start off my videos by saying, hello, beautiful people. And no, it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman or non binary. I know that you have a beautiful message inside of you that needs to come out, but you may not have the resources, you may not have the tools, you may not, or you may be afraid to get on camera because you're like, I'm not really sure how this thing works, but guess what? That's my job. That's my job is to show you how it works, to show you what buttons to push. And so I always say, hello, beautiful people. Let me get these last comments up on screen. You too. I think 2020 is going to be a great year. Yes. And thanks for providing another value pack person to follow. Gratitude and abundance expands. Amen, amen, amen. And so I always say, hello, beautiful people. And as I close, I always say, stay beautiful.